What's going on, everybody? Today I am motivated by the last video. The last video was the Schwinn Predator, where we got rid of the rust and completely overhauled it, and it has motivated me to get my old 1985 California Mongoose out, and we're going to take the rust off of it and get this thing built so that Zeke here can actually race the California Mongoose in this month's, in 11 days,
Yes.
BMX race. Not this Sunday, but the Sunday after. And so it's motivated me to get that thing out and get it all overhauled and ready for the race. Plus also it might look good hanging up after we get done with it. So let's go next door and see if we can get it off the wall and cleaned up. Are you ready, Zeke?
Yep.
All right, let's go. So here we are in here by the. So if you could, sir, hold this, and I will get the Mongoose. And it is in. It's oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh my gosh. You know, we got a lot of bikes in here. Let's not scratch up my beautiful motorcycle. Okay. So here we are. Nice Californian. We've got a bent stem there. We're going to fix that. And we got some wheels. We're going to have to find some different cranks for this. Maybe not. Maybe we'll keep them on there.
What's wrong with the cranks?
Look at the chrome flaking off the cranks. I'm going to try to find something better. All right, let's go back next door. You want to carry the camera or the bike? You carry the camera.
Yeah, that's probably best.
I don't think those are the.
It doesn't look bad. It looks like it might be okay underneath.
We'll find out. Nah, let's just let the citric acid.
If it comes off the window.
If you're careful.
Yeah, I'll be careful.
Because if these are actual legit CW bars, those are high dollar.
What spot? I guess the worst looking.
No, well, yeah, that's fine. Dude, you're scratching my bars.
No, it's damaged. Yeah, it's damaging chrome.
You messed it up.
No, I didn't mess it up. It's the rust.
Okay, so I was thinking about. I was worried about the head badge here, and sure enough, this head badge is riveted on there.
Is that head badge gonna come off in the?
I'm afraid the head badge might get damaged in the.
Is it aluminum?
It is. It is aluminium.
Man, we should have put some aluminum in that to see if it disappeared.
We did, and the aluminum looked like it got corroded some. But since the WD-40 protected the other bike so much, we could potentially put WD-40 on there.
Yeah.
Or grease. We can put grease on there.
Grease would probably be easier and less messy.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna come out looking amazing, but it'll come out looking better than it does currently by a lot.
Yes, it will.
Also, can we move that brake lever to the other side? Is that possible?
Absolutely.
Because I hate that. I really do.
Yeah, well, it's going to get a different brake lever because that's a cheap Li-Chi brake lever instead of a Diacomp. I've got a Diacomp. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and start taking this thing apart so that we can put it in the acid bath. There we go.
Where does it all go?
Alright. Okay. Alright, so we are back over here next door, and we're going to try to use this acid bath again. Hopefully it'll work for a couple other things. Now, what we did on this, that's staying in there. So what we did is we put grease on the head badge on the front of this to try to make sure that the head badge stays in good shape. And I'm hoping that it'll fit in here, but this frame is a little bit longer than the last frame. But I'm thinking if we just push it in there a little bit harder, it'll be all right. So let's see what happens. Let's try to get this in here. And I've got a cut on my finger. I'm trying not to get my finger in the citric acid.
Probably push it to the other side so it's not scraping the grease off the head badge.
I don't know. Oh, I mean, what do you mean in the other side? Talking about like this?
You put the head badge in first.
First.
In the back. That way it's not scraping the grease off of it.
I don't know. All right.
It does not look like it's gonna fit.
It'll fit.
It'll fit.
It'll fit.
Okay.
It'll fit.
Are you sure?
No.
No. You want me to do it? That way you don't get your wound infected with whatever's going on.
Dang it. The frame's definitely bigger. I'm hoping that maybe if we...
You could use that as a container instead.
I can't do that. Alright, so here is what we're going to do.
Put it in that.
I'd have to... It's too much. Do you know how much citric acid? I don't have enough citric acid for that.
There's nothing to do about it. It
Yep, so
get it in, yeah.
what we're going to do is we're going to put it part of the way in. And we're going to let this stay in. We'll put it, or we'll pull it out, oil the back part up real good, and then we'll put the front part in.
You can get it in all the way. Just gotta squish that head to the head.
Easier said than done. It's gonna break it. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Don't breathe.
Will it twist, or is it?
No, that's it.
That's it? That's as in as it'll be?
That's as in as it's gonna be.
Oh.
And it's probably gonna burst out. Because look what is happening there.
You should probably undo it then, I guess.
Nah.
Nah.
Nope. We're gonna try it. Alright, handlebars are going in. I probably should have put the handlebars in first.
Yeah, I don't think they're going in.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Oh, look, they're going in. Yay. Oh, no. Come on. Yep, there you go. No. This bike is not
There we go.
really participate.
It's not wanting to cooperate.
No.
Alright, cranks are going in. We don't need to put that in.
Why not?
Because it's already been in there.
Oh, I thought this was the one for this.
Nope.
Where's the other one? Are we not putting that in?
No.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So, we have most of the frame inside of this. And I don't want to push it in there anymore. It's in there, man.
It's just...
It's... Mm-mm.
No. No. It's cracked. It's not. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna make it.
Well, okay, so we're gonna try this. Worst case scenario, this is gonna end up cracking at night. It's gonna drain out, and then after being in the citric acid, the whole thing is gonna get covered in rust whenever the fluid drops below the frame. As my brother says, it'll be fine. Is that everything? I think it is. So, all right, we will see in a couple of days.
Meanwhile,
now it hasn't been a full 3 days yet. It hasn't been 36 hours. Oh wait, no, that's a day and a half. It hasn't been a full 72 hours, I guess. So let's open this up. I'm getting gloves this time because this water is kind of nasty. All right, let's get this out. It's looking pretty good. Okay. We were worried about the head badge, which is why we put grease on there, because during the time that we were doing the previous frame cleaning, we noticed that the customer had WD-40. He put WD-40 all over the bike, and it took 8 days for that frame to come clean. And this is looking really good. There is still rust on here, but the rust, it's just in place because it's wiping right off. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually take this to the power washer, and we're going to blast this thing clean inside and out, and then we're going to put some WD-40 on there to kind of get the water all out, and then we're going to put some good Triflo on there, or gun oil, to protect the frame. And I've got some stuff that I think I'm going to use. It's almost like a clear coat. Let's go ahead and get this stuff taken out. That frame is looking pretty good. Let's check out the fork. My gosh, this water is cold. Right now, it's about 39 degrees out here. It was freezing last night, so this water is pretty cold. Yep, that rust is coming right off. So far, this is going to be in better shape than the last one that we did for TJ. It's got some pitting. Okay, these handlebars were bad. You can still see the rust on here, but let's see what happens. It looks like mud. Let's rinse it. That rust is gone. So, yeah, that rust is coming right on off. I don't know if these are real CW bars. I hope they are, but I don't think they are. They look like CWs, but they're not quite perfect. With this knurling here, for all I know, it's a walled. We'll find out. Okay, so let's check out this spider. The spider is pretty interesting. It's a Takagi. I like how they've got the bolt holes here lengthened, so you can use it for a 110 or a 130 bolt pattern. That came out perfect. And there's no rust on this, but you can see that the rust did its damage right there. That's bare metal, so we're gonna have to fix that. All right, let's go ahead and get this taken to the car wash and get it blasted clean. we are back from the pressure washer with this. I cleaned it up really good. We went ahead and oiled this down. I'm not showing that because on my last video I did all that. After I got this all dried up, there were several bare metal spots where the chrome has come off over the time. So I put a light clear coat on there after I oiled everything up. And if the clear coat doesn't stick, I'm okay with it. I'm a little worried about putting the oil down and then the clear coat. However, I've had pretty good luck. All I need is for it to be sealed from the air to keep it from rusting. If it comes up, that's okay. I can put a little more clear coat on it later on. So I was thinking, this bike right here, this is a really cool bike, okay? But this bike doesn't have a lot to stand out. I've got my Mongoose Moto Mag over here. I've got my CW Phase 1. I've got my Torker over there. So I've got these bikes that really stand out. And the thing is, this one, I'm afraid that it's not going to stand out that much, whether on the racetrack or on my wall. So what I was trying to think of was, what can I do to make it really stand out? In the 1985 catalog, whenever you look at it, they actually have this frame, and they've got red tires with a red spider on there, and so it's a very colorful bike. But the problem is, I already have a bike right here with red, and I've got another bike over there with red. I could put blue on this, but I really wanted to try to do something a little bit different, and I was thinking of, what was I interested in 1985? What was, kind of cool and different? And the first thing I thought of, the very second I was kind of asking myself that, I thought Punky Brewster. That was a very popular TV show back in I think it went from 1984 to 1988. I think it was around 4 years. And I was thinking, wait a second, that's going to be cool. Let's go with a blue rear tire. Let's go with a red front tire. Let's go with some red brakes, a blue or white seat with a white or blue brake cable. So I wanted to go with the red, white, and blue, but I wanted to have, that was kind of inspired with the Punky Brewster thing, that I could go with the red, white, and blue themed California Mongoose. Now, this is going to be kind of a, what do I want to say? This is going to be very Survivor-ish. I found a lot of parts to get this thing put together, but I did want to use the parts that were already on this bike, and one of those parts is this Tioga spider made by Takagi. In the catalog, it shows a red anodized spider on this. This is what was on there, and it's a cool spider. And I have some really cool anodized aluminum spiders, but they're going to be really high-end, and this bike right here, I'm running out of those really high-end parts, and I think that really high-end spider would be a little bit out of place on this bike. Well, this is a very nice bike, but I want to save those spiders for something a little bit more high-end, something a little more rare, because there are a lot of these Californian mongooses. Not that many, but there are a few. Also, I've got these handlebars that this bike came with, and these handlebars cleaned up. Well, the rust is off. It's still pretty bad, but these are some CW looking handlebars. I don't think these are CW bars, the knurling on this. I need to look on my other handlebar, but this has like two really heavy duty knurling spots on here, and I don't remember if my other CW bars have those. that knurling almost looks like something from a walled handlebar, but these handlebars are TIG welded, so I'm not exactly sure which handlebars these are. I need to do a little more research, but these handlebars are going back onto the bike. I was also wanting to put some of these colored dice on here. So on the blue tire, I'm going to be putting a red dice or a red die on there, and then with the red tire, I'm going to use a blue die. On the tires, I've got a red one for the back and a blue one for the front. I really wanted a blue one for the back and a red one for the front. I have plenty of these tires, but not in the right size. I've got plenty of these, but not in the right size. I already have some on order, but for today, we're going to put these on. And the reason why I wanted the blue tire on the back is because I've got a red die-comp brake to put on the back and a red lever. Now, what we're going to do next is I have an issue. This stem, I don't know if you saw in a earlier shot that the stem here is really bent. What I want to do is I want to see if we can bend this back straight. So it's probably going to damage this aluminum head on here, but I have a hydraulic press in the back. I'm going to carefully put a piece of wood on here and a piece of wood there, and I'm going to see if we can get this bent back straight. Don't do this, but this is mostly going to be a wall hanger, so I don't feel too bad about bending this. And if this breaks, that's fine. I've got some other stems. I just want to save this because this is the original stem to this bike. So with that being said, let's go next door and let's see if we can get this straightened out. I'll see you there. I'm instructed that I need to do a wheelie on this thing. All right, so he's going to be filming this because if I bust my rear end, it's going to be on camera. All right, let's give this a shot. Ah. Does that count? Yeah, okay. It wasn't much of a wheelie, but it was a wheelie. All right, let's oil the chain and see about a chain tensioner. But other than that, I think it's ready for the racetrack. You ready for this weekend?
Yep.
If it doesn't get rained out. All right, this 1985 Californian Mongoose turned out great. It's a pretty good survivor-ish bike, and I say survivor-ish because not all these parts are actually for this, but most of them are era correct. Other than the seat, the grips, the brakes, and the tires, the pedals, wheels, frame, fork, stem, handlebars, those are all era correct. So if you liked this video, please leave me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to tell your friends. Check out some of the other videos on the corner of the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.